Um, if I try to analyze the communication at the meeting between Trump, Ukraine, and European leaders, then in relation to the level of psychosis, then it's a bit complicated. What complicates it is, among other things, the level at which they communicate in a language that is not their primary tongue or their primary language. So when the French leader Macron talks about a credible army, then it could be the level at which he speaks English that makes him unaware of what the word means, or because it's used in a video that talks about UFOs not being that incredible any longer, being observed by credible witnesses in armies in the 50s in relation to, I think, Blue Book Project. Or another possible explanation is that Macron has the impression that the UFOs are of Russian origin. When they are bombing, attacking Ukraine, they are present, the Russians there, and maybe Macron is of the impression that Russia has UFOs, that they are behind the unidentified objects or UAPs. I don't remember what there's something about phenomenon. I don't remember what the A stands for. Aerial. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what's the. Are there other possible explanations that they speak, or that Macron has the impression that Russia bombs Ukraine to protect them because of the presence of UAPs or UFOs, and that they have to speak in some kind of secret tongue that speaks into old material about UFOs or UAPs. I don't know. Then there's Finland, that underlines the fact that they have a common border with Russia, or that they are next to Russia, that there's a border there between, as far as I know geography, for retarded or psychotic people who may be of the impression that it's about something else, something that does not have to do with where they are geographically situated, and that it has an importance to Finland because of the border, because of the geography, or I don't know. But I don't think that there's a possibility that there could be some other meaning to it, or some hidden coded language in relation to that. Then there's I don't remember which country that wants a ceasefire. That could be a lack of understanding or of a language that is not the primary language in I don't remember what country, that he might not understand what it means. He thinks that it means ending the firing of and the war, but maybe he doesn't understand that it means pause and then later play again. Like if you use the analogy, it's like movie that you press pause on the wall and then later play. Maybe he thinks it means ending the war. And what Trump then says is that normally there's a negotiation and there's no need for a ceasefire. But then he talks about a ceasefire, which is not a way to solve the problem. So why does he do that? Is he making fun of it, or is it an understanding they have between them that's I don't know, that they don't want to end the war. Maybe they want just a ceasefire to stop the attacks for a specific period of time, then for the war later on to continue. I don't know. Then there's Ursula von der Leyen. She doesn't say much, as far as I remember. Apart from, I don't remember what she said. She wants to end the war. That's what she said, and that they are gathered there, and that it's. And I think they have understood that they need to thank, because of the Ukrainian Zelensky being parented by advantage, advance, and Trump on not having showed gratefulness and being thankful. So they have understood that they need to thank America for their interference. And the British, he didn't talk about ceasefire. He didn't. There were no references to some UFO or UAP videos or words, or not anything mysterious about that. But I don't remember what he said, because there was not anything that made me think that it was about something that there was an ulterior agenda to it. And now I understand there's going to be a meeting between Putin, Zelensky, and Trump, some kind of negotiation. And as far as I understand, that's the purpose, to end the war. So what the meeting was about, well, I don't know if it was that. I think there's no need to put too much into words or trying to make, for example, Macron seem psychotic, or to put an emphasis on the word credible in relation to army and thinking about UAPs or UFOs, because that might be not or lack of understanding of the English language, or it's in his head, and that he thinks that there's a threat from UFOs or UAPs, and well, there's no need to think too much about, unless it becomes a danger to other countries, if he actually is psychotic. But we don't know if he is, if it's just that he doesn't understand English well enough to, because it's very strange talking about a credible army, unless he's thinking war later on, and what type of war, I don't know. It would be like talking a conspiracy that there seems to only be France, and I don't know who else, maybe maybe there are, it's all in Macron's head, or maybe the reason why Trump talks about a ceasefire not normally being necessary, since negotiations are going to take place. Then if there's going to be a negotiation without a ceasefire and ending the war, then we know it's all in Macron's head. And then he will realize that there's that the war is not about a UAP or UFO threat, and that might make him feel a bit discomfort, because he has to reorganize his own. Macron needs to reorganize in the brain of Macron